Ever wondered how the appeal of two royal figures measure up in the world of entertainment? Welcome back to Royal Spotlight, where we explore the intersection of royalty and popular culture. Today we're putting the spotlight on two remarkable women who have been making waves in the world of television: Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge, and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. In the royal corner, we have Kate's festive extravaganza, Together at Christmas, a heartwarming holiday special that aired on ITV. And in the Hollywood corner, we find Meghan's relatable and stylish series, With Love, Meghan, a Netflix sensation that has been capturing hearts worldwide. Two women, two productions, and two very different responses from viewers. So, how did these two royal productions measure up against each other? Which duchess managed to capture the public's attention? And why? It's time to put on our detective hats and delve into the world of royal television. Let's dive into this royal comparison right away. First in line is Kate Middleton's Together at Christmas that aired on ITV in December 2024. With all the royal fanfare, the anticipation was high. The nation was ready to tune in, expecting a royal extravaganza full of festive cheer and heartwarming moments. But let's look at the reality. The numbers were a bit of a shock. A mere 2.44 million viewers decided to spend their Christmas with Kate. This is a drop from the previous year, where the show managed to pull in 2.93 million viewers. It seems the royal charm wasn't quite enough to keep audiences hooked. And here's the punchline. The show ranked 42nd. You heard it right, 42nd. And that's not a one-off. It's the exact same position it held the previous year. Despite the decrease in viewership, it stubbornly clung on to its lukewarm spot. The result? A royal event that was more like a royal letdown. The expectation was grand, a future queen, resplendent in all her festive glory, ready to dazzle the nation. But the reality? The public decided to RSVP with a polite, "No thank you." The cameras were rolling, the lights were twinkling, but the viewers? They were dwindling. While it was supposed to be a national event, it seems the public response was less than enthusiastic. So what happened? Was it the lack of royal allure? Or perhaps the festive spirit wasn't quite infectious enough? Maybe the viewers decided they'd rather spend their Christmas elsewhere. Whatever the reason, one thing's clear. The royal Christmas special didn't quite hit the mark. The bells chimed, the carols echoed, but the viewers? They decided to tune out. And while the show must go on, as they say, it seems this time, it went on without much of an audience. It's a tale of expectations and reality, a story of anticipation and disappointment. But as they say, the show must go on, and we're left wondering if next year's Christmas special will manage to turn the tide. Because in showbiz, as in royalty, it's all about the comeback. Now let's switch gears to the show that truly stole the spotlight. With Love, Meghan. When Netflix released the viewership data, the numbers were nothing short of astonishing. Meghan's series, a candid look at her life and passions, ranked 383rd out of nearly 7,000 shows. This catapulted her into the top 5.5% of Netflix content globally. And remember, this wasn't a holiday special or a one-off event. This was Meghan being authentically Meghan, connecting with her audience through style, warmth, and a relatability that transcends boundaries. There were no palace gates, no hymns, no forced smiles. Just a woman sharing her journey, her ideas, and her heart. And people showed up for it in droves. What makes this even more impressive is that Meghan did it all without the trappings of royal traditions. There were no grand halls or centuries-old customs to lean on. It was just Meghan, a camera, and her story, and people loved it. They loved the authenticity, the vulnerability, the humanity. It resonated with them in a way that traditional royal broadcasts just haven't been able to. Meghan's series offered a refreshing change of pace. It was a shift away from the stuffy, scripted world of royal broadcasts, and towards a more personal, more engaging form of storytelling. And the viewers, it seems, appreciated this change. In an era where authenticity is valued more than ever, Meghan's series hit the right notes. It was real, it was raw, and it was relatable. And that's why it resonated with so many people. It's why it climbed the ranks of Netflix shows and why it continues to captivate audiences around the globe. Meghan's series, without the trappings of royal traditions, seems to have captured global attention. It's shown us that there's more to being a royal than tiaras and titles. It's about connecting with people, about sharing stories, about being human. And Meghan, it seems, has mastered the art of being a modern royal. Having looked at both productions, it's clear there's a stark contrast in their public appeal. On one hand, we've got Kate's Christmas special, a traditional royal-themed broadcast that, despite the hype and glamour, just doesn't seem to be hitting the mark. 2.44 million viewers might sound like a lot, but when you're a member of the royal family, it's a drop in the ocean, especially when you consider that the previous year drew in nearly 500,000 more viewers. And it's not just about the numbers. The show's ranking is equally telling. 42nd place 2 years in a row. That's not exactly a royal flush, it might be harsh, but the truth is, a national event featuring a future queen should be pulling more weight. So, why isn't it? Could it be that the traditional, regal content just isn't resonating with viewers as much as it used to? Or perhaps it's the lack of authenticity that's turning people away? Now let's contrast that with Meghan's Netflix series, With Love, Meghan. Here we have a show that's a world away from royal tradition. No grand palaces, no hymns, no pomp and circumstance. Just Meghan, being Meghan, connecting with her audience through warmth, style and relatability. And the public response? Well, it's like night and day compared to Kate's Christmas special. Ranking 383rd out of nearly 7,000 shows, Meghan's series finds itself in the top 5.5% globally. That's an impressive feat for anyone, let alone a newcomer to the world of streaming content. So why is Meghan's show resonating so much more with viewers? Could it be the authenticity of the content? The novelty of seeing a royal in a different, more relatable light? Or perhaps it's the fact that Meghan's show isn't trying to be a royal production. It's just Meghan sharing her life, her experiences and her perspective. In the end, the difference in reception between the two shows can't be boiled down to one single factor. It's a combination of content, authenticity, relatability and perhaps a shift in public interest. The traditional royal-themed content might have its place, but it's clear that viewers are also hungry for something different, something real. So, in the spirit of keeping it real, let's call it as we see it. While one duchess hosts lukewarm sing-alongs for the cameras, the other is running global content charts without breaking a sweat. As we wrap up this comparison, it's important to note the influence these two royal figures have in the world of entertainment. Both Duchess Kate and Duchess Meghan have stepped into the limelight, albeit in very different ways. Kate's traditional royal approach, with all the bells and whistles of a Christmas carol service, aimed to draw in viewers with its festive charm. However, it appears that this approach has had a cooling effect, with declining viewership and a static ranking. On the other hand, Meghan's relaxed and personable approach, sans the royal pomp, has resonated with viewers globally. Her Netflix series, With Love, Meghan, has climbed the content charts, outshining thousands of other shows. It's clear that her relatability and authenticity are winning the hearts of viewers worldwide. This comparison underscores a shift in what the public wants from their royal figures. The traditional stiff upper-lip royal persona seems to be losing its charm. In its place, a more genuine, approachable image, one that Meghan effortlessly embodies, is gaining popularity. It's fascinating to see how these two duchesses, each with their unique styles and personas, are shaping their influence in the entertainment world. Kate, with her adherence to tradition, and Meghan, with her refreshing authenticity, have both made their mark. However, the reception of their productions tells a clear story. Authentic relatability is winning over traditional royal charm. The influence of these royal figures is not just about their titles or their lineage, it's about their ability to connect with people, to resonate with viewers, and to make an impact. And it's clear that Meghan's approachable persona is hitting the right notes with audiences around the world. While titles may be inherited, influence is certainly earned. Thanks for joining us on this royal comparison, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more royal insights.